I'm by winning. I win here and I win.
Known for his wild antics, roller coaster career, and larger-than-life personality, Charlie Sheen is a man far from ordinary. What started with his breakout role in Platoon escalated into his unforgettable acting in Two and a Half Men. Sheen has kept us all entertained whether we are watching him on screen or reading about his off-screen mischiefs. Charlie Sheen, the quintessential bad boy of Hollywood, has lived a life as turbulent and captivating as any of his on-screen characters. Before uncovering his rise to fame in iconic roles to his very public struggles and comebacks, let's have a look at where the journey started from. Early life. Charlie Sheen was born Carlos Erwin Esteves on September 3, 1965, in New York City, and is the youngest son of actor Martin Sheen and artist Janet Templeton. His paternal grandparents were immigrants from Spain and Ireland, and in 2010, Sheen mentioned that his dad was Catholic and his mom was Southern Baptist. He grew up with two older brothers, Emilio and Ramon, and a younger sister, Renee, all of whom are actors. After Martin Sheen's stint on Broadway and The Subject Was Roses, the family moved to Malibu, California. Charlie made his first movie appearance at 9 years old in his dad's 1974 film, The Execution of Private Slovic. He went to Santa Monica High School, where he became friends with Robert Downey Jr. and was a standout pitcher and shortstop for the baseball team. During high school, Charlie got into acting and made Super 8 films with his brother Emilio and buddies Rob Lowe and Sean Penn. However, a few weeks before his high school graduation, Charlie was expelled because his grades and attendance had been really low because he was so into acting that school just was not a priority anymore. Instead of seeing it as a setback, he took it as a sign to dive into acting full-time. And that's when he decided to adopt the stage name Charlie Sheen and chase his dreams. Career? The start of it all. Charlie Sheen's film career kicked off in 1983 when he got cast as Ron in Grizzly 2, The Predator, which was a sequel to a 1976 low-budget horror movie that did not actually get released until 2020. Then, in 1984, he appeared in the Cold War teen drama Red Dawn alongside Patrick Swayze, C. Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson, and Jennifer Grey. Charlie and Jennifer Grey teamed up again for a small scene in Ferris Bueller's Day Off in 1986. And that same year, he had a significant role in the Vietnam War drama Platoon. Then in 1987, he starred with his dad in Wall Street and played the young, ambitious stockbroker Bud Fox. Both Platoon and Wall Street were directed by Oliver Stone. Then in 1988, Charlie starred in the baseball film 8 Men Out as outfielder Happy Felsch, and that year, he also appeared opposite his brother Emilio in Young Guns, and they teamed up again in 1990 for Men at Work. The Young Guns team was later honored with a Bronze Wrangler Award. In 1990, Charlie starred with his dad again in Cadence, and with Clint Eastwood in the buddy cop film The Rookie. And in 1992, he featured in Beyond the Law. By 1994, Charlie had earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and ventured into writing with the 1997 direct-to-video documentary Discovery Marzin. In 1998, wrote, produced, and starred in the action movie No Code of Conduct. He also showed his comedic side in the major league films, Money Talks, and the Hot Shots movies. Charlie even did voice work and replaced Burt Reynolds as Charlie in All Dogs Go to Heaven 2 in 1996. Then, in 1999, he appeared in a sitcom pilot for ABC called Sugar Hill, which was not picked up, and played himself in Being John Malkovich. Sitcom era. In 2000, Charlie made a big move to television and took over for Michael J. Fox in the last 2 seasons of the sitcom Spin City. His performance earned him 2 ALMI Award nominations and a Golden Globe for Best Performance by an Actor in a television series called Musical or Comedy. The series wrapped up in 2002. And after that, he also appeared in the Scary Movie franchise and started with Scary Movie 3 in 2003. 2003 was a major year for Charlie as he was cast as Charlie Harper in the CBS sitcom 2 and a Half Men. The show, which followed the hit time slot of Everybody Loves Raymond, was a huge success largely owing to Charlie's portrayal of a character loosely based on his own bad boy image. He won an ALMI award and received 3 Emmy nominations and 2 Golden Globe nominations. By the 8th season, Charlie was earning a whopping $1.8 million per episode, after which his contract was terminated due to some controversies. Continued work. In 2012, Charlie starred alongside Jason Schwartzman and Bill Murray in Roman Coppola's surreal comedy, A Glimpse Inside the Mind of Charles Swan. And that same year, he also voiced Dex Detective in the animated comedy Food Fight in 2013. He played the President of the United States in Machete Kills and used his birth name, Carlos Esteves, to reflect the film's Hispanic theme, which was a one-time move suggested by Charlie himself. Charlie's next big project was the ensemble film 11 in 2017, which was an adaptation of the stage play Elevator. The film included a star-studded cast with Whoopi Goldberg, Gina Gershon, Louis Guzman, Wood Harris, Jacqueline Bisset, and Bruce Davison. Then, in October 2018, Charlie went on an An Evening with Charlie Sheen tour in Australia, and while there, he also filmed an ad for the car servicing company Ultratune as part of their controversial Unexpected Situation series, alongside Parnia Porsche, Laura Lydall, Tiana Hansen, and Imogen Lovell, a life full of controversies. Charlie Sheen's life is a never-ending ride full of dramatic ups and downs. Known for his acting chops and his infamous on-screen charisma, Sheen has also made headlines for a string of personal controversies that have overshadowed his career at various times. Let's reveal some of the most shocking moments from his life. The Kelly Preston incident. In 1990, Charlie Sheen found himself in the middle of a bizarre and troubling headline when he accidentally shot his then-fiancée Kelly Preston. It was a shocking event that left many people wondering what had really happened, and media reports at the time suggested that Sheen, known for his fiery temper, had accidentally shot Preston in the arm, and although Sheen, having a history of erratic behavior, denied any wrongdoing. However, in 2016, during his My Violent Torpedo of Truth tour, Sheen described it as a freak accident, adding another layer to his complex and often troubling public persona. The prostitution scandal. Charlie Sheen's name became entangled in scandal again in 1995, when he was linked to a high-profile prostitution ring run by Heidi Fleiss. Fleiss, who was known as the Hollywood Madam, was arrested in 1993 and charged with running an upscale escort service that catered to the rich and famous. Sheen's name appeared in Fleiss' infamous Black Book, which listed clients who frequented the service, and during the court proceedings, Sheen admitted to spending around $53,000 a year on escorts, though Fleiss later claimed he spent significantly more. This scandal was a significant blow to Sheen's public image and a precursor to many more troubles to come. The Brittany Ashland assault. Just a year later, in December 1996, Charlie Sheen's personal life took another nosedive when he was arrested for assaulting his then-girlfriend, Brittany Ashland. Sheen and Ashland's rocky relationship ended dramatically when she fled his Agoura Hills home after an assault, and reports indicated that Ashland received 7 stitches in her lip after Sheen allegedly grabbed her by the hair and slammed her against a marble floor. The aftermath of this incident saw Ashland suing Sheen for assault, battery, and emotional distress, and alleging that Sheen threatened to kill her if she spoke about the attack. The cocaine overdose. Charlie Sheen's substance abuse issues reached a critical point in May 1998, when he suffered a stroke due to a cocaine overdose. This was a significant low in Sheen's turbulent life. At the time, Sheen had claimed that his wild lifestyle, which involved drugs, parties, and other excesses, was behind him, but the overdose was a reminder of his struggles with addiction, and Sheen's trip to the hospital highlighted the severe consequences of his substance abuse, showing just how far-reaching and dangerous his habits had become. The domestic violence incident with Brooke Muller. In December 2009, Sheen's troubled life hit another major snag when he was arrested for assaulting his then-wife Brooke Muller. The couple's marriage saw a dramatic escalation when Sheen allegedly threatened Muller with a knife during an argument. Muller called 911 and reported that Sheen was wielding a switchblade and threatening her, while claiming that he had friends in law enforcement who would cover for him. Sheen was arrested and later released on an $8,500 bond, making the incident yet another painful chapter in Sheen's troubled personal life and marriage. The Plaza Hotel incident. Fast forward to October 2010, when Sheen made headlines again, but this time for an alarming reason. The NIPT was called to the Plaza Hotel in New York City, where Sheen was found naked and highly intoxicated in his hotel room. Although Sheen's representative claimed the incident was due to an allergic reaction, the media speculated that it was a result of his ongoing issues with alcohol and drugs, and this episode was just another one of Sheen's erratic behavior and his struggle to manage his substance abuse problems. The Chuck Lorre feud. In early 2011, Charlie Sheen's behavior caused a significant stir in the entertainment industry when he was involved in a very public feud with Two and a Half Men creator Chuck Lorre. The show's production was halted after Sheen was ordered to rehab for his substance issues. Sheen, however, opted for at-home treatment and dubbed it as Sober Valley Lodge. His public criticisms of Lorre, which included calling him a clown during an appearance on The Alex Jones Show, led to his firing from the show. Sheen responded by filing a $100 million lawsuit against Lorre and Warner Bros. And claimed damages for the canceled episodes. The case was eventually settled, with Sheen receiving $25 million upfront and the potential for more in syndication profits. The 2014 lawsuit by Margarita Palestino. Sheen's legal woes continued into 2014 when he was sued by a dental technician named Margarita Palestino. Palestino claimed that Sheen assaulted her during a dental visit by yelling threats and causing emotional distress. She alleged that Sheen was under the influence of crack cocaine and other substances at the time. The HIV revelation. In November 2015, Charlie Sheen made a shocking announcement on The Today Show by revealing that he was HIV positive. Sheen admitted that he had been diagnosed with the virus around 2010 or 2011 and had kept it secret by paying $10 million to ensure his condition remained private. The revelation brought significant media attention and highlighted the personal struggles Sheen had been facing. He also expressed uncertainty about how he contracted the virus and admitted to having unprotected sex with 2 people since his diagnosis, which raised concerns about public health and personal responsibility. The Denise Richards lawsuit. In 2016, Charlie Sheen faced yet another legal battle when his second ex-wife, Denise Richards, claimed that Sheen had threatened to kill her and their children after kicking them out of a home he had purchased for them. During the legal proceedings, Richards described some chilling threats Sheen allegedly made, which included threats to sever her head and send it to her father. This lawsuit also added another layer of drama to Sheen's already tumultuous personal life and further strained his relationship with his ex-wife. Personal life, love life. One intriguing thing about Charlie Sheen's life is his love life. Whether you like him or not, you cannot ignore his playboy image, as over the years he has had quite a few high-profile affairs that always seem to make the news. Sure, his acting career brought him fame, but his love for the party scene got him into trouble as substance abuse issues took a toll on his career and he hit rock bottom in the 90s. Yet one thing never changed, and that was Charlie Sheen's knack for always having a beautiful woman by his side. No matter how rough things got, Sheen has always managed to be seen as an attractive woman. He has been married 3 times and has a known taste for the nightlife, plus he has openly talked about his struggles with sex addiction. Despite all that, there is something about Sheen, maybe it's his looks or his wealth, that keeps him in the spotlight. Whatever it is, he is a charismatic guy with a long history of dating stunning women, and here is a rundown through them all. Donna Peely. Even though Charlie Sheen was a heartthrob and quite the playboy in the 80s, it was not until 1995 that he decided to settle down and marry Donna Peely, but their marriage did not last long. Things fell apart when Sheen got mixed up in the Heidi Fleiss trial and had to testify about spending around $50,000 on escorts, and Peely was not having any of it. She filed for divorce, and by 1996, their marriage was over. Denise Richards. Sheen's second wife was Denise Richards, whom he met on the set of Good Advice in 2000. Their relationship was rocky but produced 2 daughters named Sam J. Sheen and Lola Rose Sheen. Despite their love, Sheen's substance abuse problems caused major issues, and Richards filed for divorce while she was pregnant with their second child and even got a restraining order against him. After a messy split, they finally divorced in 2006, but though their divorce was rough, love managed to stay on good terms for the sake of their kids. Brooke Muller. Charlie Sheen's third wife was Brooke Muller, who was a real estate agent. They tied the knot in 2008. And a year later, Mueller had twin boys who were Sheen's 4th and 5th children. For a while, it seemed like Sheen had finally found stability, but his erratic behavior soon took its toll, and on Christmas Day 2009, he was arrested for domestic violence. Though he avoided jail time and went back to rehab, the marriage couldn't survive and Sheen filed for divorce, and by 2011 it was over. Despite a tough end, they have also managed to stay on good terms with their kids. Casey Jordan. Casey Jordan, who is an adult film star, met Charlie Sheen during one of his notorious drug and party binges, and on this particular occasion, Sheen's over-the-top behavior landed him in the hospital after 36 hours of relentless partying. Jordan and Sheen's relationship was a whirlwind of on and off drama, and it reached a grim low when Jordan attempted suicide in a Chicago hotel room. She later claimed that Sheen might have been the father of an aborted child and spoke out about his severe substance abuse issues, but the turbulent nature of their relationship was just another chapter in Sheen's chaotic love life. Winona Ryder. Before Winona Ryder became a household name, she had a brief fling with Charlie Sheen after the two met on the set of the 1986 film Lucas, where Ryder had her first major role. The romance between the young actress and Sheen was short-lived and fizzled out as quickly as it started. Ryder went on to become a major star while Sheen continued his pattern of high-profile and short-term relationships. Charlotte Lewis. Following his encounter with Winona Ryder, Sheen's next romance was with British actress Charlotte Lewis. At just 19 years old, Lewis was a rising star thanks to her role in Roman Polanski's Pirates when the two dated for 2 years, but Sheen's love for the nightlife eventually took its toll on their relationship, and despite their initial chemistry, their time together was marred by Sheen's persistent partying, leading to their eventual breakup. Tamara Beckwith. Tamara Beckwith, who's an English socialite and television personality, was one of the few women Charlie Sheen dated who was not an adult film star or actress. Beckwith was a prominent figure in the UK party scene during the 90s, and it's no surprise she and Sheen hit it off. Their relationship was brief but intense and was fueled by their mutual love for partying. Beckwith's association with Sheen was one of many fleeting romances in his colorful dating history. Brie Olson and Natalie Kemley. In 2011, Charlie Sheen's love life reached a new level of scandalous with his simultaneous relationships with Brie Olson and Natalie Kemley. Olson, who was a porn star, was invited to live with Sheen in LA, only to discover that he was already in a relationship with graphic designer Natalie Kemley. The two women, both in their 20s, surprisingly agreed to this scandalous arrangement and lived together for a few months. However, jealousy and arguments soon emerged between them, leading to Olson leaving and Kemley soon following behind, leaving Sheen alone. This short and dramatic relationship was an addition to Sheen's dating narrative. Stephanie Seymour. Glamour model Stephanie Seymour had a brief affair with Sheen while she was in a relationship with Guns N' Roses frontman Axl Rose. Despite declaring his love for Seymour, their fling did not last long and Seymour returned to Rose, and Sheen continued his penchant for dating adult entertainers. The romance was a fleeting episode in both their lives, but it added another intriguing chapter to Sheen's long list of relationships. Kelly Preston. Charlie Sheen's brief romance with Kelly Preston in 1990 was notable for its bizarre and unsettling incident. The couple was engaged for a short time before their relationship ended, and the most infamous moment came when Preston was accidentally shot in the arm with a loaded gun Sheen was carrying. Fortunately, Preston was fine, but the incident was enough to scare her off, and a few months later she ended the relationship and went on to marry John Travolta, Ginger Lynn Allen. After his split from Kelly Preston, Sheen turned his attention to Ginger Lynn Allen, who was a prominent adult film star of the 80s, though their relationship was marked by its rocky nature because of Sheen's ongoing struggles with substance abuse. Allen stood by him even during his rehab stints, and in interviews too described him as fun when sober but a nightmare when drunk. Brittany Ashland's relationship with Sheen in the 90s ended in a dramatic and disturbing fashion as she accused Sheen of violent behavior and claimed that he threw her onto the marble floor of his Agoura Hills home, which caused her to lose consciousness. Sheen allegedly threatened her if she spoke out about the incident, but pleaded no contest and received a 1-year probation sentence. Ashland has since avoided the limelight and occasionally speaks out about her experience with Sheen's violence. Robin Wright. In the early 80s, Sheen briefly dated Robin Wright when they were both teenagers, and their relationship occurred during their high school years and was relatively low profile. Interestingly, Sheen was friends with Son Pennsylvania at the time, who later married Wright in the 90s. Wright is now an acclaimed actress and is currently married to Clement Girodet, who is a St. Laurent executive. Capri Anderson is another adult film star who had a high-profile encounter with Sheen. In 2010, Sheen's erratic behavior led to a dramatic incident at the Hotel Plaza where he went on a destructive rampage and Anderson was found hiding in the bathroom. Sheen later accused her of trying to blackmail him for $1 million, and Anderson retaliated by giving a revealing interview that described Sheen's out-of-control behavior and threats during the incident. Scottine Ross, who is known professionally as Brett Rossi, was another adult film actress who dated Sheen. Their relationship lasted nearly a year from November 2013 to October 2014, and Sheen reportedly pursued Ross after seeing her videos while even offering her $10,000 for a date. The two eventually became engaged, but Sheen called off the wedding a month before it was set to take place, and shortly after their breakup, Ross suffered a drug overdose. In 2015, Ross accused Sheen of forcing her to have an abortion, assaulting her, and exposing her to HIV, and these allegations added to the ongoing narrative of Sheen's troubled relationships and behavior. Julia Stambler. Charlie Sheen's most recent relationship has been with Julia Stambler, who previously worked as a nanny for his twin boys with ex-wife Brooke Mueller. The pair met when Stambler was 26 and Sheen was 51, and they came in a relationship with a 25-year age gap. Despite this significant difference, the couple kept their relationship low-key, and Sheen seemed content, but it is unclear if they are still together, as Sheen has maintained a low profile recently. Children. Charlie Sheen is widely known for his successful acting career, but he is also a dedicated father of 5, and over the years he has welcomed 3 daughters and 2 sons from his relationships and marriages. He often talks about his kids with great affection, whether he is in the spotlight or giving interviews. And here's a closer look at his children and their lives. Cassandra Jade Esteves. Charlie's eldest child is Cassandra Jade Esteves, who is now 39, was born in 1984 to Charlie and his high school sweetheart. Charlie was just 19 at the time, and Cassandra was his first big responsibility. Unlike some of her siblings, Cassandra prefers to stay out of the public eye and has reportedly dabbled in acting at one point, but she has generally kept a low profile. Cassandra has stayed close to her family, particularly to her grandfather, Martin Sheen, and her uncle Emilio Estevez, and also maintains a good relationship with Charlie. In 2013, Cassandra got married and had a daughter named Luna, making Charlie a grandpa for the first time. Sammy Sheen is Charlie's second child and is first with ex-wife Denise Richards. Born in 2004, Sammy is 18 and has been in the public eye since she was young. She appeared on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when Denise was a main cast member in 2009 and 2010. After Charlie and Denise divorced in 2006, Sammy lived with her mom for a time but later moved in with Charlie and described the experience as lovely. But in 2022, Sammy returned to live with Denise and made headlines that year by launching an OnlyFans account, which led to some public tension with Charlie. He expressed his disapproval and had hoped she would remain classy and creative, though he later acknowledged that he needed to accept her choices. Denise's representative, on the other hand, mentioned that Sammy was an adult and free to make her own decisions. Lola Sheen. Charlie's third child is Lola Sheen. She was born in 2005, shortly before Denise and Charlie's marital issues began, and is 17. The couple's struggles led to a restraining order and their eventual divorce just a year after Lola's birth, and despite the tumultuous period, Lola has split her time between her mom and dad. She got her driver's license in 2022 and is occasionally featured in her parents' Instagram posts alongside her siblings, Max and Bob Sheen. Max and Bob Sheen are Charlie's youngest children and only sons. Born in 2009 to Charlie and his ex-wife Brooke Mueller, the twins have faced quite a bit of instability due to their parents' personal issues. After Charlie and Brooke's marriage ended in 2011, the boys' custody arrangements became quite complicated, partly due to Charlie's legal troubles and Brooke's struggles with addiction. There were times when Denise Richards even took custody of Max and Bob. Brooke entered rehab in August 2019 while her parents cared for the twins and following a custody battle. Charlie and Brooke eventually reached a financial agreement regarding child support, which seemed to help stabilize the situation. Max and Bob are sometimes seen with Charlie, like on June 14, 2022, when Charlie and one of the boys were spotted shopping in Malibu and appeared relaxed and were often noted for their similar features. Charlie Sheen's relationship with Cassandra. When you think of Charlie Sheen's family, names like Sam, Lola, Bob, and Max probably come to mind, but not everyone knows about his oldest daughter, Cassandra Jade Esteve. She was born when Charlie was just 19 and has often flown under the radar compared to her famous half-siblings. Charlie's early fatherhood may have led him to keep Cassandra out of the public eye, but that does not mean she has not played a significant role in his life. And while Cassandra has not been as visible in the media, it is clear that she and Charlie share a strong bond. Initially, some might have thought their relationship was strained because Cassandra was not constantly in the spotlight like Charlie's younger children, but if you look closely, you will see a supportive and caring connection between them. For instance, Charlie was often present at Cassandra's theater performances during her teenage years, which showed he was invested in her life. In an interview, Cassandra also spoke warmly about her father, especially when he decided to go to rehab. She expressed her full support for his decision and reiterated her love for him. Their close bond was also evident at Cassandra's wedding, when the sight of them walking hand in hand down the aisle was heartwarming. Throughout the ups and downs of Charlie's public life, Cassandra has stayed loyal and has never used her relationship to gain media attention, making it clear that, despite the chaos surrounding her father, Cassandra remains a steadfast supporter and loving daughter, and their relationship proves that family ties can endure despite public scrutiny and personal struggles. Life currently. Charlie Sheen is working hard to turn his life around these days. After years of battling addiction and living in the public eye for all the wrong reasons, he is now focusing on his sobriety and spending quality time with his family. In early 2024, he proudly celebrated 6 years of being clean, which is a huge milestone for him, and his main focus right now is raising his 14-year-old twin sons Max and Bob, and being there for them as they grow up. On the professional front, Sheen is gradually making a comeback and has teamed up again with Chuck Lorre for a TV series called Bookie, where he appears in a few episodes. He is also involved in a new show called Ramble On, which is all about celebrities trying to reboot their careers, and although the show is still in its early stages, Sheen is optimistic about what is to come. Despite facing ongoing health issues like memory loss and mood swings, which are linked to his past drug use and HIV medication, Sheen remains positive and is committed to improving his health and mending relationships with those he may have hurt in the past.